Welcome to the Bedtime Lab, where we drift gently into the world of sleepy facts, while the night wraps you in its cozy embrace. Tonight, we have something special planned, as together we'll embark on a journey through time to explore the wonders of ancient observatories. These ancient structures, peering into the skies, have stood as beacons of human curiosity. As you settle into your blanket cocoon, let your mind wander to distant lands and bygone eras. Before we delve into these celestial secrets, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you joining us from tonight? Each of us brings a piece of the world to this quiet gathering, and it's wonderful to imagine our community stretching across the globe. Let's begin, shall we? Did you know that one of the oldest known observatories is the Goseck Circle in Germany? Built around 7,000 years ago, this fascinating structure predates Stonehenge by 2,000 years. Can you imagine ancient communities gathering there, marveling at the heavens, trying to understand the universe's grand design? Speaking of marvels, consider the ancient city of Chanquillo in Peru, home to the 13 towers. These towers, constructed over 2,000 years ago, align perfectly with the annual movements of the sun, creating a solar calendar with stunning precision. Isn't it remarkable to think of ancient peoples tracking the sun's dance across the sky with such accuracy? And here's something intriguing. The Great Pyramid of Giza was not just a monumental tomb. Some scholars suggest it also served as an astronomical observatory. Its precise alignment with the cardinal points and certain celestial bodies hints at a dual purpose, combining both earthly and heavenly pursuits. Transitioning to the other side of the globe, let's consider the ancient observatories of China. The Beijing Ancient Observatory, with its intricate bronze instruments, has been standing since the Ming Dynasty. It bears witness to centuries of celestial discoveries and the ever-evolving understanding of our universe. Now, imagine the mysterious and wondrous Stonehenge in England. Beyond its iconic silhouette, it's believed to align with the solstices, acting as a giant astronomical calendar. Picture ancient ceremonies held at dawn, celebrating the longest and shortest days of the year, guided by the stone's silent but precise alignment. Let me share something interesting about Chaco Canyon in New Mexico. The ancient ancestral Puebloans constructed structures aligned with the solstices and equinoxes. The sun dagger, a spiral petroglyph, interacts with light to mark important celestial events. Isn't it fascinating how ancient peoples harnessed natural light to sync with the cosmos? Shifting our gaze to India, the Jantar Mantar in Jaipur is a splendid array of architectural astronomical instruments built in the early 18th century. Each structure serves a unique purpose, from measuring time to predicting eclipses. Even today, these instruments provide insights into the celestial mechanics that govern our skies. The ancient Greeks, too, were no strangers to observing the heavens. The Antikythera mechanism, sometimes called the world's first computer, was a sophisticated device used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance. Imagine the ingenuity required to craft such a tool over 2,000 years ago. Moving closer to the Middle East, we find the observatories of Persia, where scholars like Nasir al-Din al-Tusi advanced astronomical knowledge with remarkable precision. The Maragay Observatory, established in the 13th century, was a hub of learning, contributing significantly to the field of astronomy. Now let's drift back to Europe, where medieval observatories like the one at Greenwich began to map the stars with increasing precision. These efforts laid the groundwork for the age of exploration, guiding ships across vast oceans using the stars as their compass. Returning to the Americas, The Mayan civilization built observatories such as El Caracol at Chichen Itza. This circular structure, with its strategic windows, allowed for detailed observations of Venus, a planet of great significance in Mayan mythology and agricultural cycles. Consider now the unique approach of the ancient Nabateans, who built Petra with structures aligned to celestial events. Their deep understanding of astronomy is etched into the stone, marking equinoxes and solstices with a precision that's awe-inspiring. In the heart of Africa, the Nabta Playa in Egypt reveals a prehistoric stone circle that predates the pyramids. It served as an early astronomical site, pointing to the summer solstice sunrise in a region that was once much wetter than it is today. Let us not forget the Polynesians, who used their knowledge of the stars to navigate the vast Pacific Ocean. Their celestial navigation skills allowed them to traverse thousands of kilometers, guided by the stars, the moon, and the sun, long before the invention of the compass. As we weave through these mesmerizing tales, feel the gentle pull of history wrapping you in its arms, guiding your imagination across the starry night. Each ancient observatory, with its architecture and alignment, whispers secrets of ancient skies, inviting us to ponder the shared human quest to understand our place in the cosmos. Let your thoughts drift gently, like clouds across a moonlit sky, as you sink deeper into the soothing rhythm of the universe's timeless dance. Let me share a captivating detail about the ancient world. The Taosi Observatory in China is believed to be one of the earliest known observatories in Asia, dating back to the 3rd millennium BCE. This site featured a series of aligned stones that marked the solar cycles, allowing its builders to track the seasons. Can you imagine the ancient astronomers there, perhaps in the cool dawn, observing the horizon and crafting their calendars based on the sun's movements? It's fascinating to think about how such ancient peoples had an awareness of time and seasons that was deeply intertwined with their survival and culture. Speaking of ancient awareness, have you ever heard of Abu Simbel in Egypt? These incredible temples, built by Ramses the Great, were designed so that twice a year the sun would penetrate the inner sanctum and illuminate the statues of the gods. This precise alignment was not accidental but a testament to the Egyptians' advanced understanding of celestial movements. Isn't it intriguing how these ancient structures were both places of worship and markers of astronomical events? And here's something that might surprise you. The ancient city of Babylon had its own rich tradition of astronomy. The Babylonians developed one of the earliest known star catalogues, meticulously recording their observations on clay tablets. They were among the first to recognize the periodic nature of lunar eclipses, crafting a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos that influenced later civilizations. Isn't it incredible to think of these ancient scholars, their eyes fixed on the heavens, uncovering patterns that would echo through history? Let's wander to the British Isles, where ancient people constructed the Callanish stones on the Isle of Lewis. These stones, older than Stonehenge, align with lunar cycles. During certain times of the year, the moon appears to roll along the horizon, a breathtaking spectacle that surely inspired awe and wonder in those who witnessed it. Imagine standing there, surrounded by the silent stones, watching the moon perform its celestial dance. In a different part of the world, the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu include an Intihuatana stone, often referred to as a hitching post of the sun. This stone was used by the Incas to mark the equinoxes, ensuring that the sun was never tied down during these important celestial events. The precision with which these stones were carved and aligned demonstrates the Incas' deep astronomical knowledge and their spiritual connection to the cosmos. Moving to the lands of the Near East, the ancient city of Ur in Mesopotamia was home to the ziggurat of Ur, a massive structure that also served as an astronomical observatory. It provided a platform for priests to observe the stars and planets, aiding them in creating the earliest forms of astrological charts. These celestial observations were integral to their understanding of divine will and earthly events. Can you picture the night sky from atop the ziggurat, clear and vast, filled with the mysteries these early scientists sought to unravel? Did you know that the ancient Carthaginians too had their own astronomical traditions? The city of Carthage had a temple dedicated to the goddess Tanit, which was aligned with the rising of the star Sirius. This alignment was significant for marking the Mediterranean agricultural calendar, showing how deeply entwined their spiritual life was with the celestial patterns. Let's not forget the fascinating structures of Skara Brae in Orkney, Scotland, which some archaeologists believe to be aligned with astronomical events such as the winter solstice. This Neolithic settlement, older than the Great Pyramid, showcases how even early communities were keen observers of the sky, embedding their knowledge into the very layout of their dwellings. Another intriguing example is the Menastra temples in Malta, dating back to around 3600 BCE. These temples are aligned with the equinoxes and solstices, suggesting that their builders had an impressive understanding of the solar cycle. It's remarkable to think of these ancient societies constructing monumental buildings with such precision, driven by a desire to harmonize with the cosmos. Furthermore, let me tell you about the Giza Plateau, where the stars themselves were mirrored on the ground. The layout of the pyramids is thought to correspond to the stars in Orion's belt, reflecting the Egyptians' belief in an afterlife among the stars. This celestial connection highlights their view of life as a journey from earth to the heavens, guided by the stars that shone above the desert sands. And there's more. The ancient Maya city of Uxmal in Mexico features the Pyramid of the Magician, which is aligned with Venus. The Maya considered Venus to be a potent symbol and meticulously tracked its movements, integrating them into their calendar and mythology. This connection between architecture and astronomy illustrates the sophisticated level of Mayan astronomical knowledge. Delving into another ancient wonder, the Newgrange tomb in Ireland, built over 5,000 years ago, is aligned to capture the light of the rising sun on the winter solstice. For a few precious moments, the tomb is illuminated, bridging the world of the living and the dead. This captivating interplay of light and darkness speaks to the profound understanding and reverence ancient peoples held for celestial cycles. Let us also consider the fascinating complex at Teotihuacan in Mexico, where the Pyramid of the Sun at the equinoxes. This massive structure reflects the builders' advanced understanding of celestial alignments and their symbolic representation of cosmic order. The avenue leading to the pyramid itself is thought to mimic the Milky Way, connecting the earthly city with the heavens above. As we gently unfold these stories of ancient observatories, each one whispers of a time when humanity looked to the skies, seeing them not as mere dots of light, but as windows into the unknown. Each observatory stands as a testament to the timeless human quest to understand the cosmos, a quest that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. Let these tales of ancient marvels softly guide you into a world where the past and the stars are woven together in a delicate tapestry of discovery and awe. Imagine, if you will, a time when the island of Rapa Nui, known to us as Easter Island, was home to a remarkable civilization with their own celestial insights. This remote island holds the famous Moai statues, but did you know that these statues may have been aligned with the equinoxes? The precise placement of these stone figures suggests an astronomical purpose, reflecting the islanders' deep connection to the movements of the sky. The thought of these massive stone guardians watching over both land and stars is truly mesmerizing. And speaking of alignment, let's journey to the Nabta Playa in southern Egypt, where you find a circle of stones similar to Stonehenge but much older, dating back to around 5000 BCE. This megalithic site shows evidence of being used for astronomical purposes, particularly in tracking the summer solstice. The people who lived here were among the first to use the stars to understand seasonal changes, which was vital for their survival in the harsh desert environment. Isn't it fascinating how these ancient peoples harnessed the cosmos to guide their lives? Continuing our exploration, we drift to the shores of Norway, where the ancient site of the Sun Temple at Rey stands. This is a lesser-known site, but is equally intriguing. It is believed that the ancient Norse people used this site to track the sun's movements throughout the year. The alignment of stones and the orientation of the site suggest a sophisticated understanding of solar cycles, which would have been critical for seafaring communities relying on the sun for navigation. Now, let's turn our gaze towards the Indian subcontinent, where the Jantar Mantar Observatories await. Built in the early 18th century, these architectural marvels are a bit more recent, but no less fascinating. They consist of a series of massive instruments used to observe celestial bodies. The scale and precision of these instruments are astounding, demonstrating an advanced understanding of astronomy that was used to refine calendars and predict eclipses. Imagine the ingenuity required to construct such devices without the technological aids we have today. In the land of the pharaohs, Karnak Temple in Egypt offers another story of celestial alignment. The great hypostyle hall, with its towering columns, is aligned with the rising sun at the winter solstice. This alignment was not only an architectural feat, but also a spiritual event, as the sun's rays would illuminate the sanctuary, symbolizing the renewal of life. The interplay between light and stone here is a powerful reminder of the ancient Egyptians' desire to connect their earthly realm with the divine heavens. Consider the observatories in the ancient Andean city of Tiwanaku, where the Kalasasaya temple stands. This site includes a series of stone structures aligned with the solstices and equinoxes, used by the Tiwanaku people to track the sun's journey across the sky. The precision of these alignments is remarkable, reflecting the depth of astronomical knowledge the Tiwanaku civilization possessed. The ability to accurately predict solstices was likely crucial for agricultural planning and religious ceremonies. Let us now meander to the Far East, where the ancient Chinese made significant contributions to our understanding of the stars. The Jiugong Sundial, for instance, is a testament to their astronomical prowess. This ancient Chinese tool was used not only to tell time, but also to observe the solstices and equinoxes. The intricate carvings and precise measurements highlight the sophistication of Chinese astronomy and their early recognition of celestial patterns. In the ancient city of Babylon, the construction of the Etemenanke ziggurat demonstrates another profound engagement with the heavens. This massive structure, believed to be the inspiration for the Tower of Babel, was not merely a temple, but also an astronomical observatory. The Babylonians were skilled astronomers, and their observations from this high vantage point allowed them to develop one of the earliest known star catalogues. And here's something to spark your imagination. On the Greek island of Delos, the Temple of Apollo is aligned with the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, an event that was of great significance in Greek culture. This alignment marked the beginning of the year in the ancient Greek calendar, illustrating how deeply intertwined their religious and astronomical practices were. In the highlands of Peru, the ancient city of Chanquillo features a 13-tower solar observatory, one of the oldest in the Americas. These towers were used to track the sun's progress across the sky throughout the year, providing the Chanquillo people with a detailed solar calendar. The alignment of these towers is so precise that it astounds modern researchers, highlighting the ingenuity of this ancient civilization. As we continue our celestial journey, we come to the ancient city of Athens, where the Tower of the Winds stands. This octagonal structure, built in the 1st century BCE, served multiple purposes as a sundial, a weather vane, and an early clock tower. Its design reflects the advanced understanding of not just timekeeping, but also meteorology and astronomy by the ancient Greeks. Venturing into the Middle East, the ancient city of Petra in Jordan is not only famous for its rock-cut architecture, but also for its celestial alignments. The monastery, one of Petra's largest monuments, is thought to be aligned with the winter solstice, when the sun sets directly in front of its facade. This alignment would have created a dramatic effect, symbolizing the death and rebirth of the sun, a theme deeply embedded in many cultures' mythologies. In the heart of Central Asia, the ancient site of Samarkand in Uzbekistan holds the Ulugh Beg Observatory, one of the finest observatories of the Islamic Golden Age. Built in the 15th century, it housed a gigantic sextant used to measure the positions of stars with remarkable accuracy. Ulugh Beg, an astronomer and ruler, compiled a star catalogue that was the most comprehensive of its time, reflecting the rich tradition of astronomical study in this region. As we weave these tales of ancient observatories, each site becomes a window into the past, where the stories of skywatchers and stone builders intertwine. Imagine the wonderment that filled their nights as stars became guides and celestial events dictated the rhythm of life. These enduring monuments remind us of humanity's eternal gaze upward, a quiet tribute to our ceaseless quest to understand the universe around us. Let these stories carry you gently into a night of restful dreams, inspired by the vast cosmos that has fascinated us since time immemorial. Let me whisper to you about the secrets held by the ancient observatories of Stonehenge, a site that has puzzled and fascinated historians for centuries. Did you know that this iconic circle of stones is not just an architectural wonder, but also a prehistoric astronomical observatory? Some of the stones align with the sunrise of the summer solstice and the sunset of the winter solstice. This alignment was likely used to mark the changing of the seasons, crucial for agricultural societies. Imagine the Druids or early astronomers standing amidst these colossal stones, watching the first light of dawn pierce through the ancient stonework, heralding a new season. In Mexico, the ancient city of Teotihuacan is home to the Pyramid of the Sun, which is aligned with the points of the compass. What's even more intriguing is that it aligns with the setting sun on specific days, suggesting an understanding of the solar calendar. The city's layout, with its grid pattern and numerous temples and pyramids, reflects a deep connection to celestial events. The entire city seems to be a vast cosmic map, guiding its inhabitants through both the earthly and the heavenly realms. Speaking of cosmic alignments, have you heard that the Mayans built observatories to observe the movements of Venus? At the Caracol in Chichen Itza, this circular tower was used to track the planet's cycle, which was important for the Mayan calendar and had significant religious implication. Venus was often associated with the god of war, and its appearances were used to time important events. Imagine the Mayan priests meticulously noting each phase of Venus, interpreting its celestial dance as messages from their gods. Let us journey to the Goseck Circle in Germany, one of the oldest known solar observatories in Europe, dating back to roughly 5,000 years ago. This Neolithic structure consisted of concentric ditches and palisades with gates aligned to mark the winter and summer solstices. The precision of these alignments indicates a sophisticated understanding of the solar cycle long before the advent of written language. Imagine the ancient communities gathering here during the solstices, their eyes fixed on the horizon, witnessing the sun's cyclical journey. In India, the Jantar Mantar Observatories, built in the 18th century by Maharaja Jai Singh II. Among these is the world's largest stone sundial, which still provides the time to an accuracy of 2 seconds. These observatories were equipped with large geometric structures designed to measure time, predict eclipses, and track celestial bodies. The grandeur and precision of these instruments speak volumes of the advanced astronomical knowledge of the time. Another fascinating tale comes from the Nabta Playa in Egypt, a site predating Stonehenge by about 1,000 years. This ancient stone circle is believed to have been used to observe the summer solstice, marking the onset of the monsoon season. This suggests that the prehistoric people of the Sahara had an advanced understanding of both astronomy and the climate shifts of their environment. Envision a community relying on the stars to guide their survival, reading the heavens like an open book of weather forecasts. In the Andes, the Inca civilization created the Intihuatana stone at Machu Picchu, a ritual stone believed to function as an astronomical clock or calendar. It points directly at the sun during the winter solstice, capturing the sun's rays and symbolically tying the sun to the earth. This connection between terrestrial and celestial was crucial to the Incas' agricultural and spiritual life, reflecting their reverence for the sun god Inti. Let us glide across the ocean to Australia, where the Wurdi Yuang stone arrangement stands as a testament to the astronomical knowledge of the ancient Aboriginal people. This egg-shaped structure aligns with the setting sun at the solstices, and its age suggests that Aboriginal astronomy has ancient roots. The stones, carefully positioned without modern tools, show a complex understanding of the sky woven into the cultural tapestry of one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations. In the heart of Jerusalem, the Temple Mount holds secrets of ancient celestial observations. The Herodian engineers designed the temple to align with the cardinal directions, and it's said that the entrances and exits were arranged to correspond with the sun's path, signifying the temple's connection to the divine cosmos. This alignment would have reinforced the sacred nature of the space, linking the earthly and the divine through the dance of light and shadow. Speaking of light, the ancient city of Cahokia in North America, with its wood henge-like structures, offers a peek into the Mississippian people's understanding of solar movements. These timber circles were used to mark the equinoxes and solstices, playing a crucial role in their agricultural and ceremonial life. Imagine standing in the center of this circle as the sun rises precisely between 2 posts, a signal from the skies marking time's passage. And here's something to ponder. The ancient observatories of the Nabateans at Petra are not just architectural masterpieces, but also celestial compasses. Their temples and tombs are oriented to capture the light at specific times of the year, reflecting their belief in the sun's role in life and the afterlife. This interplay of stone and sunlight was a potent symbol of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. These ancient observatories, spread across time and geography, tell a story of humanity's enduring quest to understand the universe. As you drift into slumber, picture these ancient astronomers gazing up at the same stars that dot our skies today, their insights carved in stone and memory, whispering across the ages. Let these tales of celestial wonders lull you into a peaceful night, where dreams of stars and ancient wisdom await. In the quiet desert of Arizona, the enigmatic structures of Casa Grande stand as a reminder of the celestial wisdom of the Hohokam people. This ancient adobe complex, dating back to the 13th century, was thought to align with the sun at significant times of the year. Imagine, as the sun sets on the horizon, its last rays passing through carefully aligned openings, a signal to mark the changing seasons. The precision of this alignment demonstrates the Hohokam's keen observations of the sun's path across the sky. Speaking of sun watching, did you know that the ancient Egyptians built the Temple of Karnak in alignment with the sun as well? This vast complex was designed so that on the winter solstice, the sun would rise precisely between the pylons and illuminate the innermost sanctuary. Imagine witnessing this divine moment, the rays of the sun piercing through the heart of the temple, a celestial spectacle that united the heavens and the earth in a sacred embrace. Shifting our gaze to the far reaches of the Pacific, we find the ancient Polynesians, master navigators of the seas who relied on the stars to guide their journeys. Can you envision these intrepid explorers using nothing but the night sky to traverse vast distances across the ocean? Their knowledge of the stars and the movements of celestial bodies was so profound that they could pinpoint their location with astonishing accuracy, long before the advent of modern navigational tools. In the dry desert of Peru, the Nazca lines offer another extraordinary glimpse into ancient astronomical practices. These massive geoglyphs, etched into the desert floor, are believed to align with various celestial events. Some researchers suggest that certain lines point to the rising and setting positions of the sun and stars at specific times of the year. Imagine standing in the middle of this vast canvas, the stars above guiding the creation of art that can only be fully appreciated from the sky. Traveling north to the Iberian Peninsula, the megalithic complex of Almendres Cromlech in Portugal presents a circle of stones that speaks of ancient astronomical knowledge. This site, older than Stonehenge, is aligned with both the equinoxes and solstices. Picture the early settlers gathering here to celebrate the turning of the year, the stones whispering their secrets to those who know how to listen. In China, the ancient city of Xi'an is home to the Zhougong sundial, an early astronomical device that dates back to the Zhou dynasty. This sundial was used to determine the time of day and the seasons, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of the sun's movement. Imagine how such a simple yet precise instrument could have dictated the rhythm of daily life, connecting the people of ancient China to the cosmic cycles overhead. The rich history of Mesoamerica provides another gem, the Great Pyramid of Cholula. This massive structure, the largest pyramid in terms of volume, is oriented with the stars in mind. The ancient builders aligned its construction to match celestial events, showcasing their deep understanding of the sky. Picture the pyramid towering over the landscape, its angles and lines a testament to the builder's astronomical acumen. Did you know that the ancient Greeks, with their love for the stars, created the Antikythera mechanism, an early analog computer designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses? Found in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, this remarkable device dates back over 2,000 years. Imagine the intricate gears and wheels turning, calculating the dance of the heavens with a precision that still fascinates scientists today. In the heart of the Andes, the Chanquillo Solar Observatory stands as a testament to the ancient Peruvian civilization's understanding of solar cycles. This 13-tower complex marks the annual solar cycle, with the sun rising and setting between different towers throughout the year. Picture the ancient observers watching the sun's journey, their knowledge of its path guiding agricultural and ceremonial activities. Across the globe in the lush landscapes of Ireland, the ancient site of Newgrange captures the imagination with its winter solstice alignment. This passage tomb, built over 5,000 years ago, is illuminated by the rising sun on the shortest day of the year. Picture the awe-inspiring moment when the first beam of sunlight enters the chamber, a symbol of rebirth and the promise of longer days ahead. The ancient Babylonians were also deeply connected to the heavens, with records showing their detailed observations of celestial events. Their ziggurats, massive stepped structures, served not only as temples but also as observational platforms for astronomers who meticulously recorded the movements of the stars and planets. Consider the dedication required to observe the night sky, night after night, building an astronomical legacy that influenced civilizations for centuries. And finally, let us not forget the ancient Persians, whose love for the stars was immortalized in the stonework of Persepolis. This ceremonial capital was laid out to align with celestial bodies, with its grand terraces and columns reflecting the cosmos above. Imagine the builders carefully plotting the city's orientation, ensuring that each structure was positioned to honor the stars. Each of these ancient observatories, in their own unique way, reflects humanity's unending curiosity about the universe. As you drift further into your dreams, imagine all these ancient peoples, scattered across time and continents, united by their gaze towards the stars, each seeking to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos and finding their place within it. Let these stories guide you gently into a restful sleep, where the whispers of ancient astronomers echo softly in the night. Let me share something fascinating with you. The Jantar Mantar in Jaipur, India, is a remarkable collection of architectural, astronomical instruments built in the early 18th century. Designed by Maharaja Jai Singh II, this observatory includes the world's largest stone sundial. Can you imagine the precision required to construct such a massive and accurate timekeeping device, all from stone? The intricacy of these instruments reveals the depth of astronomical knowledge in India during this period. Now, consider this. In the dense Amazon rainforest, the Kuikugu archaeological site hints at ancient astronomical practices. The indigenous people of this area built their settlements with alignments that suggest a keen understanding of the stars. Imagine navigating the lush and daunting jungle with the guidance of celestial bodies, using the stars as a map to weave through the dense canopy and find your way home. Speaking of alignment, the ancient Nabateans, renowned for their rock-cut city of Petra in Jordan, were also masters of celestial observation. The way Petra is situated, with its temples and tombs carved into sandstone cliffs, picture the early morning light creeping over the horizon, illuminating the facades of these monuments in a celestial symphony of light and shadow, a testament to the Nabateans' astronomical prowess. Here's a captivating thought. In Central Asia, the ancient city of Maracanda, known today as Samarkand, boasted the Ulugh Beg Observatory in the 15th century. Ulugh Beg, a Timurid ruler, was a renowned astronomer who created some of the most accurate star charts of his time. Imagine the bustling intellect of this Silk Road city, where trade and astronomy intersected, with scholars gathering to peer through Ulugh Beg's massive sextant, meticulously tracking the stars. Have you ever heard of the ancient city of Carthage? Known for its maritime power, Carthage also held an interest in the heavens. There's a belief that certain structures within the city were used for observing celestial events, possibly aiding their navigational skills. Visualize the Carthaginian sailors studying the sky from these vantage points. their understanding of the heavens guiding their ships across the Mediterranean. Let's venture to the land of the pharaohs once more, where the Temple of Karnak in Egypt holds secrets of celestial alignment. This sprawling complex, dedicated to the god Amun-Ra, features alignments to the winter solstice sunrise. Can you picture the grand spectacles of festivals held in ancient times, where the rising sun would symbolize rebirth and renewal, casting its divine light upon the sacred temple? In the heart of ancient Rome, the Pantheon stands as a marvel of architectural ingenuity. Its oculus, or circular opening at the dome's apex, serves as a cosmic calendar, allowing sunlight to track time across the interior. Imagine yourself standing in this grand temple, witnessing a beam of sunlight slowly traverse the space, marking the passage of time with a celestial grace that echoes the sophisticated Roman understanding of the cosmos. Moving eastward, the Japanese island of Okinawa holds a hidden astronomical gem in the form of the Sefer Yutaki, a sacred site with stone arrangements that align with the sun during the equinoxes. Picture the ancient Ryukyu people gathering at this sacred space, observing the precise moment when the sun's rays align with their stone markers, a time for reflection and reverence. Did you know that the ancient Mayans constructed observatories like the one at Uxmal, designed to track the movements of Venus? For the Mayans, Venus was a celestial entity of immense importance, influencing everything from warfare to agriculture. Imagine the Mayan astronomers painstakingly charting the path of Venus across the sky, their observations woven into the fabric of their society through rituals and calendars. In the heart of Mesopotamia, the ancient city of Uruk was a center of astronomical study. The ziggurat of Uruk, a towering structure built in honor of the sky god Anu, was used for observing celestial events. Envision the priests ascending this massive stone platform, gazing at the stars and planets, their observations etched into the cuneiform tablets that would be studied by generations to come. Let me take you to the Korean peninsula, where the Chomseongdae Observatory, the oldest surviving astronomical observatory in East Asia, stands. Built during the 7th century, this stone tower was used to study the stars and forecast weather. Imagine the ancient scholars peering up through this celestial window, capturing the rhythms of the universe and applying their findings to agricultural and societal planning. And speaking of Asia, Angkor Wat in Cambodia holds secrets of astronomical alignment as well. This temple complex, one of the largest religious monuments in the world, is meticulously aligned with the sun and stars. Imagine the Khmer architects plotting the temple's orientation with such precision that it became a celestial calendar, signaling important religious occasions and agricultural seasons. Finally, let's not overlook the ancient city of Chichen Itza, where the Pyramid of Kukulkan stands as a masterpiece of Mayan astronomy. During the equinoxes, a shadow known as the serpent descends the pyramid steps, a testament to the Mayans' advanced understanding of solar and celestial cycles. Picture the awe-inspiring sight of this shadow serpent, a living connection between the earth and sky as it slithers down the pyramid's flank. As you drift ever deeper into slumber, let these stories of ancient observatories fill your dreams with the wonder of the cosmos. Imagine yourself standing among the ancients, gazing skyward, sharing in their quest to understand the universe and our place within it. Let the stars guide you gently into the realm of dreams, where the mysteries of the heavens continue to unfold in silence. Imagine, if you will, the dense forests of Central America, where the ancient city of Copan thrived. This magnificent Mayan city was home to an observatory that served as a center for both astronomical and ceremonial activities. The rulers of Copan, who prided themselves on their connection to the gods, used the knowledge gained from stargazing to reinforce their divine right to rule. Can you picture the priests and astronomers, their eyes fixed upon the night sky, deciphering the will of the cosmos? Speaking of cosmic connections, did you know that the ancient Greeks were pioneers in developing sophisticated instruments for observing the heavens? One such invention was the armillary sphere, a model representing the celestial sphere with rings and hoops to demonstrate the movement of stars and planets. Imagine the Greek philosophers, like Hipparchus, using these intricate devices to map the heavens with remarkable precision, laying the groundwork for modern astronomy. Now, let's wander to the Indian subcontinent, where the ancient astronomers of Ujjain constructed unique instruments to study the cosmos. This city was considered the Greenwich of ancient India, where time and space were meticulously measured. The Samrat Yantra, a giant sundial, stands as a testament to their ingenuity. Visualize the shadow cast by this enormous structure, marking the passage of time with an accuracy that rivals even today's technology. In the steppes of Central Asia, the ancient Scythians, nomadic warriors renowned for their horsemanship, also had a keen interest in the stars. They charted the heavens to navigate their vast territories, using celestial patterns to guide them across the wide expanses. Picture these fierce riders under a canopy of stars, their routes determined by the constellations above. Moving to the Pacific, the Polynesians were among the most skilled navigators in history, relying on their understanding of the stars to voyage across vast ocean distances. They used the night sky as both compass and clock, with star maps memorized and passed down through generations. Imagine these intrepid explorers setting out in their double-hulled canoes, guided by the celestial patterns that illuminated their path across the open sea. And here's something delightful. The ancient Chinese were meticulous chronicles of celestial events, recording everything from comets to eclipses. The Dunhuang star chart, one of the earliest known graphical representations of the night sky, is a treasure trove of astronomical observations. Envision the scholars in ancient China, their records meticulously detailing the cosmos, providing insights that would influence generations of astronomers. In the arid deserts of Peru, the Nazca culture etched giant geoglyphs into the earth. Some believe these were used as astronomical markers. These sprawling designs, visible from high above, may have been aligned with celestial events. Picture the Nazca people, using these lines to connect with the sky, their mysteries still inviting speculation and wonder from all who study them. Let's journey to the Middle East, where the ancient city of Babylon was a hub of astronomical activity. The Babylonians were among the earliest to develop a system of celestial coordinates, creating star catalogues that influenced later Greek astronomers. Imagine the ziggurat temples, where priest astronomers observed the heavens, their clay tablets filled with celestial data that would spread across the ancient world. Shifting to Europe, the island of Malta holds remnants of prehistoric temples that align with the equinoxes and solstices. The Menastra temples, in particular, are positioned to capture the first light of the rising sun during these celestial events. Imagine standing within these stone structures as ancient Maltese watched the play of light and shadow marking the changing seasons, a testament to their sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians also used the stars to align their colossal structures? The Great Pyramid of Giza, for instance, is thought to have been aligned with the constellation of Orion, believed to represent Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Picture the precision required, to align such a massive monument, its purpose tied to both earthly and heavenly realms, a reflection of the Egyptians' intricate belief systems. In South America, the Inca civilization held a profound connection with the cosmos, using the Milky Way as a celestial river in their mythology. They built observatories like the one at Machu Picchu, strategically placed to mark solstices and other astronomical events. Imagine the Inca priests gathering at these sacred sites, their rituals synchronized with the heavens, bridging the earthly and the divine. And speaking of divine connections, the ancient Celts were known for their stone circles, such as the one at Killarney in Scotland. These mysterious formations are thought to align with lunar cycles, serving as both religious centers and astronomical tools. Picture the ancient Celts gathered under the moonlit sky, their rituals intertwined with the rhythm of the lunar calendar, a dance between the earth and the heavens. In the vastness of the Mongolian steppes, the ancient Turkic people created stone monuments known as deer stones, adorned with carvings that align with celestial cycles. These stones likely served as both grave markers and astronomical tools. Visualize these nomadic peoples, their stories and lives inscribed in stone, forever connected to the sky's eternal dance. As we continue our journey through time and space, let your imagination wander to ancient Persia, where the city of Persepolis once stood. The Persians were master architects, and their structures often mirrored the cosmos. The Apadana Palace, with its grand columns reaching toward the sky, symbolized their connection to the celestial, a reminder of humanity's perennial quest to reach for the stars. Let me share something intriguing with you. The ancient Mayans were exceptional astronomers, and their observatories were architectural marvels in themselves. At Chichen Itza, the structure known as El Caracol, or the Snail, is believed to have served as a celestial observatory. Its unique design with a spiral staircase and strategically placed windows allowed the Mayans to track the movement of Venus and forecast seasonal changes, intertwining their agricultural calendar with the heavens. Speaking of architecture with a purpose, the ancient Nabateans who built the city of Petra also had a deep understanding of astronomy. Their city's design included structures aligned with the solstices and equinoxes, guiding them through the shifting seasons. Imagine the city of rock glowing under the desert sun, revealing its secrets only to those who knew where to look. And here's a fascinating thought. The Aboriginal Australians have one of the oldest continuous cultures known to humanity, and their star knowledge is just as ancient. They used the stars to navigate the vast Australian landscape. Dreamtime stories encode astronomical phenomena, a celestial map passed orally across millennia, connecting their people to the cosmos. Did you know that in ancient Ireland, the Newgrange tomb was constructed with an astonishing understanding of solar alignments? On the winter solstice, sunlight streams through a narrow passage, illuminating the inner chamber, a breathtaking alignment over 5,000 years old. Picture the awe-inspiring moment when the first light of the shortest day pierces through, a testament to the engineering prowess of its builders. Now, let's reflect on the wisdom of the ancient Khmer civilization who built the temple complex of Angkor Wat. This architectural wonder is not only a religious site, but also an astronomical observatory. Its central tower aligns precisely with the rising sun during the spring equinox. Imagine standing amongst these towering spires as the play of light ushers in the new season, merging spiritual and celestial realms. Here's an awe-inspiring fact. The ancient Koreans developed their own unique tools for observing the skies. The Cheomsungdae Observatory, One of the oldest surviving astronomical observatories in the world is a stone tower built in the 7th century. Its design is linked to the lunar calendar, with 27 circular layers symbolizing lunar phases, where scholars once studied the heavens above. And speaking of ancient ingenuity, the indigenous peoples of North America also had their ways of marking celestial events. The medicine wheels found in the plains of North America are thought to align with solstices and other astronomical events. These stone circles with their radial spokes served as observatories and places of spiritual significance, connecting the earth to the sky. In the heart of the Andes, the Tiwanaku civilization developed a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos. The Kalasasaya Temple, part of the Tiwanaku archaeological complex, features structures aligned with solar events, such as the winter solstice sunrise. Imagine the Tiwanaku priests observing these alignments, interpreting them as messages from the gods, woven into the fabric of their daily lives. Moving further east, the ancient Japanese also had a keen sense of celestial observation. The Jomon people created stone circles, such as those at Oyu, which are believed to have been used to mark solar events. These arrangements reflect a deep connection to the natural world, where the cycle of seasons was celebrated and revered. Can you imagine the ancient Minoans of Crete, whose civilization flourished over 4,000 years ago, using the landscape itself as an observatory? The alignment of their palaces, like the one at Knossos, is thought to have celestial significance, perhaps connected to the sun's position during certain times of the year, a testament to their sophisticated understanding of the world above. As we delve deeper into these ancient observatories, let's turn our attention to the prehistoric inhabitants of the British Isles. The standing stones of Avebury, larger than those at Stonehenge, are part of a vast ceremonial landscape with potential astronomical alignments. These stones, towering over the rolling hills, bear silent witness to the celestial knowledge of those who placed them there long ago. And here's a thought-provoking insight. The ancient Aztecs, with their elaborate calendar systems, also looked to the sky for guidance. The Templo Mayor in Tenochtitlan, their capital city, was oriented to reflect significant celestial events, including the rising of the sun during the equinoxes. This alignment underscored the deep connection between their religious practices and the cosmos. Imagine traveling to the frozen landscapes of the Arctic, where the indigenous Sami people have long relied on the northern lights and stars to navigate their world. Their understanding of the night sky served as both a guide across the snowy expanses and a canvas for stories that explained the universe's mysteries. Lastly, let me share the marvels of the ancient Sumerians, whose ziggurats, such as the Great Ziggurat of Ur, were not just temples but also observatories. These towering structures served as platforms from which the Sumerians studied the stars. Their detailed astronomical records would later influence neighboring cultures, marking the dawn of systematic celestial observation. Let me guide you now across the seas to the intriguing world of the ancient Polynesians. Remarkably, they navigated the vast Pacific Ocean without the aid of modern instruments. These skilled voyagers used the night sky as their compass, reading the stars like a map to find their way across open waters. Can you picture them aboard their double-hulled canoes, guided by the stars above and the subtle swells of the ocean below? Here's something fascinating about the ancient Egyptians. While the Great Pyramid of Giza was constructed primarily as a tomb, its alignment is astoundingly precise. The structure's sides are oriented almost exactly with the cardinal points of the compass. Some scholars believe this precision reflects the Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of astronomy, perhaps aligning the pyramid with the sun or stars, to ensure the pharaoh's soul could ascend to the heavens. Speaking of celestial alignments, let's journey to the distant lands of ancient Mesopotamia. The ancient city of Babylon housed the famous Esagila temple, which was dedicated to the god Marduk. This temple was not only a religious center, but also an astronomical hub. Babylonian priests observed the sky from its towering ziggurat, recording celestial events and using these observations to develop some of the earliest known star catalogues. Now, let me share with you the wisdom of the ancient Chinese. The Zhou dynasty, which began over 3,000 years ago, is credited with creating one of the earliest known star maps. The star catalogue compiled during this time demonstrates an advanced understanding of the cosmos, with observations that would influence Chinese astronomy for centuries. Imagine the care and dedication required to map the stars with such precision using only the naked eye. The ancient Greeks also had their share of celestial wonders. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, is often considered the world's first analog computer. This intricate device was used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendrical and astrological purposes. Picture the ingenuity required to craft such a complex machine over 2,000 years ago, revealing the Greeks' deep fascination with the cosmos. Did you know the ancient Indians also made significant contributions to astronomy? The town of Ujjain was a prominent center for astronomical studies during ancient times. A remarkable observatory known as Jantar Mantar, although built much later, stands testament to India's rich astronomical heritage. The instruments at this site, some of which are massive stone structures, allowed for precise measurements of celestial objects, linking the heavens with earthly life. Let's consider the Inca civilization, whose empire stretched across the Andes. The Incas constructed an impressive network of observatories to study the sky, including the Intihuatana stone, which means hitching post of the sun. This carved rock pillar, found at Machu Picchu, was designed to track the sun's path throughout the year, helping the Incas to determine important agricultural dates. Another intriguing example comes from the ancient Nabateans, who etched their knowledge into the very stone of the desert. Their city, Petra, includes numerous precision-aligned structures to the solstices and equinoxes. These alignments suggest that the Nabateans not only worshipped celestial deities, but also relied on the sky for practical guidance in their daily lives. In South America, the ancient Nazca people are renowned for their vast geoglyphs etched into the desert floor. Some researchers propose that these enigmatic lines, visible only from the air, may have served as a form of astronomical calendar or observatory. Imagine the vision and determination required to create these colossal designs, which continue to baffle and inspire modern observers. Turning to the ancient Maya once more, let's delve into their remarkable skills as astronomers. The Maya developed a complex calendar system based on meticulous observations of the heavens. The Temple of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, for example, is aligned in such a way that during the equinoxes, the setting sun casts a shadow resembling a serpent descending the pyramid steps. This architectural marvel reflects their synchronization of celestial events with spiritual beliefs. Here's another fascinating insight. The ancient Persians constructed an observatory in the city of Rey, near present-day Tehran. This site became a center for astronomical research, where scholars like Al-Khujandi made significant advancements, including the measurement of the Earth's axial tilt. Imagine the intellectual curiosity and commitment needed to pursue such knowledge, driven by a desire to understand the universe's mechanics. The ancient Etruscans, a civilization that predated the Romans, had their own way of engaging with the cosmos. They developed a religious practice called haruspicy, which involved interpreting the will of the gods by studying the entrails of animals. Some scholars suggest that this practice was accompanied by observations of celestial phenomena, indicating a blend of astronomy and divination in their culture. Ending our journey for now, let us reflect on the impressive work of ancient Arab astronomers. During the Islamic Golden Age, observatories like the one in Marageh, Iran, became centers for astronomical research. Scholars there built on Greek and Indian knowledge, developing new star catalogues and refining astronomical instruments. Their work laid the foundations for future advancements in the field, illustrating the perpetual human quest to understand the stars. Let me take you to the ancient land of Korea, where the Cheonseongdae Observatory stands as one of the oldest surviving astronomical observatories in the world. Built during the reign of Queen Seondeok of the Silla dynasty in the 7th century, this stone structure intriguingly resembles a bottle. It was used to observe stars, plan agricultural activities, and perhaps even predict weather patterns. Imagine the importance of such knowledge in a society deeply connected to the rhythms of the natural world. In the heart of the Arabian desert, another impressive feat of ancient astronomy can be found. The Al-Haytham Observatory, established during the early Islamic period, became a vital place for systematic celestial observations. Scholars here meticulously recorded the movements of stars and planets, contributing significantly to the era's scientific knowledge. Can you picture the long nights spent under clear, starry skies, with astronomers patiently charting the heavens above? Venturing further east, the ancient Khmer Empire, known for its architectural wonders like Angkor Wat, also utilized the sky for guidance. The temple complex itself is said to be aligned with the sun and moon, with specific structures marking the equinoxes and solstices. This alignment not only highlights the Khmer's advanced understanding of astronomy, but also their ability to integrate celestial phenomena with religious and cultural practices. Turning our gaze to the Mediterranean, the ancient city of Heliopolis in Egypt was home to a remarkable observatory that played a crucial role in the civilization's astronomical endeavors. Known as On to the ancient Egyptians, Heliopolis was a center for solar worship and astronomical study, where priests observed solar cycles to develop one of the earliest solar calendars. This calendar was vital for timing agricultural activities, religious festivals, and daily life. In ancient Britain, long before the construction of Stonehenge, wooden structures and earthworks known as causewayed enclosures may have served as primitive observatories. These sites, often circular and strategically positioned, could have been used for tracking celestial bodies and seasonal changes. Imagine the curiosity and ingenuity it took to use these natural landmarks to understand the workings of the cosmos. Now let's explore the ingenuity of ancient Polynesians who, without any advanced instruments, became master navigators of the vast Pacific Ocean. They relied on the stars, ocean currents, and bird migrations to guide their journeys across thousands of kilometers. Their knowledge of the night sky was so sophisticated that it allowed them to travel between distant islands with remarkable accuracy. Picture the trust and confidence these navigators placed in the stars above, their celestial compass leading them safely across open waters. In ancient Japan, the Yamato people constructed observatories known as seki, which were used to observe the sun, moon, and stars. These structures played a crucial role in agricultural planning and were often built in sacred spaces. The observatories helped determine the best times for planting and harvesting, linking the heavens with the cycle of life on Earth. A fascinating tale unfolds in the Andes Mountains with the Chanquillo archaeological site. This ancient complex features 13 towers that span the horizon and are believed to have functioned as a solar observatory. These towers marked the sun's position throughout the year, providing a calendar system that allowed for precise agricultural planning. Imagine the careful observation and calculation involved in aligning these structures with the sun's path. Crossing over to the ancient Americas, the ancestral Puebloans of the American Southwest constructed sites like Chaco Canyon, which served as astronomical observatories. These structures aligned with the solar and lunar cycles, guiding the community's agricultural practices and ceremonial events. The intricate knowledge of astronomy embedded in these sites reflects the Puebloans' deep connection to the cosmos. In the lush valleys of ancient Hawaii, the Polynesians built heiaus, or sacred temples, that also served astronomical purposes. These sites were aligned with significant celestial events, such as solstices and lunar phases. The careful construction of these temples reveals the deep spiritual and practical significance of astronomy in their society. Have you ever wondered how the ancient Romans engaged with the stars? They constructed sundials and built observatories atop their temples to study the heavens. One such example is the Pantheon, whose oculus allows sunlight to illuminate the building's interior in alignment with certain astronomical events. This architectural marvel illustrates the Romans' blend of engineering prowess and celestial observation. In the midst of the Arabian Peninsula, the ancient city of Al-Maghar, dating back more than 8,000 years, offers intriguing insights into early astronomical practices. Archaeological findings suggest that its inhabitants engaged in sky watching, possibly using basic instruments to track celestial movements. This early interest in the cosmos underscores the timeless human desire to explore and understand our universe. Moving to the African continent, the Kingdom of Kush, located in present-day Sudan, was home to the Merea pyramids, which served not only as royal tombs but also as possible sites for celestial observation. These pyramids, aligned with the stars, reflect the Kushites' advanced knowledge of astronomy and their cultural emphasis on the spiritual connection between the heavens and earthly life. Finally, in the ancient city of Carthage, astronomers used the Byrsa Hill as a vantage point for observing the sky. This elevated site provided a clear view of the horizon, allowing for accurate observations of celestial events. The Carthaginians' interest in astronomy not only aided in navigation and trade, but also enriched their cultural and scientific endeavors. Imagine the thrill of discovery as the Mayans, with their rich astronomical traditions, erected the towering El Caracol Observatory in Chichen Itza. This unique circular structure stands out due to its spiraling staircase, allowing ancient astronomers to view the celestial panorama from different angles. Did you know that El Caracol was specifically aligned to track the movements of Venus? The planet held immense significance in Mayan mythology and was crucial for scheduling religious ceremonies. Their meticulous observations of Venus's cycles showcase an advanced understanding of celestial mechanics that still intrigues scholars today. Speaking of ancient civilizations with a passion for the stars, let us travel to India, where the Jantar Mantar observatories stand as a testament to architectural genius and astronomical sophistication. Built in the early 18th century by Maharaja Jai Singh II, these observatories feature a collection of massive instruments made of stone and masonry, each designed to perform specific astronomical calculations. One of the most striking is the Samrat Yantra, a gigantic sundial that can measure time to an accuracy of just 2 seconds. Can you imagine the precision and craftsmanship required to construct such a monumental device? Turning our gaze back to the Middle East, the city of Baghdad, during the Islamic Golden Age, was home to the House of Wisdom, a beacon of learning and scientific exploration. Within its walls, scholars like al-Battani and al-Sufi made significant contributions to astronomy. Al-Battani's observations of the solar year led to more accurate measurements that informed future calendars, while al-Sufi's detailed star charts provided crucial insights into the night sky. This intellectual hub illustrates how ancient observatories were not just about watching the stars, but also understanding our place in the cosmos. In the cool highlands of Mexico, the Zapotec civilization constructed the Monte Alban Observatory atop a hill, providing an expansive view of the sky. This site is distinguished by its orientation with the cardinal directions and its alignment with significant astronomical events. Did you know that the observatory also served as a political and ceremonial center? By merging astronomy with governance and religion, the Zapotecs demonstrated the profound influence of celestial phenomena on daily life and societal structures. Venturing further north, the ancient Cahokia settlement near present-day St. Louis was home to a woodhenge, an impressive circular arrangement of wooden posts used by the Mississippian culture. Archaeologists believe these posts were aligned with the solstices and equinoxes, acting as a calendar to mark the changing seasons. The precision with which these posts were positioned suggests a sophisticated knowledge of astronomy, highlighting the deep connection between the inhabitants and their natural environment. In the mysterious land of the Nabateans, who thrived in Petra, Jordan, stunning rock-cut structures may have doubled as observatories. Their tomb facades, aligned with the cardinal points, suggest an astronomical purpose, possibly tracking the sun's movements. This integration of celestial observation into their iconic architecture underscores the Nabateans' ability to blend function with artistry, creating a city that reflected both terrestrial and celestial wonders. Now, let's journey to ancient China, where the Ming Dynasty's Temple of Heaven in Beijing served a dual role as a religious and astronomical site. The temple complex, meticulously aligned with the cardinal directions, was where emperors performed sacred rituals to ensure harmony between heaven and earth. At the heart of the complex, the circular mound altar symbolized the heavens, its design reflecting the Chinese cosmological view of round sky and square earth. Imagine the solemn ceremonies performed here, connecting the divine order with the rhythm of the cosmos. Did you know that the ancient Greeks, known for their philosophical and scientific inquiries, also built observatories? The Tower of the Winds in Athens, a beautifully preserved octagonal structure, is an early example of an all-weather clock. This architectural marvel not only served as a sundial, but featured a water clock and a weather vane, blending timekeeping with meteorological observations. It is a testament to the Greeks' innovative spirit and their quest to understand the world around them. In the heart of the African continent, the ancient city of Great Zimbabwe, known for its impressive stone architecture, may have also incorporated astronomical elements. The great enclosure, with its elliptical shape and towering walls, aligns with the solstices, suggesting a possible use in celestial observations. This connection to the sky adds yet another layer of mystery and sophistication to a civilization already renowned for its architectural achievements. Let's not forget the ancient Koreans, who constructed the Cheomsongdae Observatory during the Silla dynasty. This bottle-shaped tower is the oldest surviving astronomical observatory in East Asia. Did you know that its design features a total of 365 stones, corresponding to the days of the year? The structure's openings and orientation allowed for detailed observation of the stars, providing vital information for both agricultural and ceremonial purposes. Finally, consider the intriguing astronomical practices of the ancient Akkadians in Mesopotamia. They constructed ziggurats, massive stepped structures which may also have functioned as observatories. These towering edifices provided platforms for priests to study the heavens, and the alignment of certain ziggurats with celestial bodies hints at their dual role as both religious and scientific centers. Their observations contributed to the development of early star catalogues and lunar calendars, laying the groundwork for future astronomical advancements. As we reflect on these ancient observatories, it's clear that throughout history, human beings have been compelled to look up and seek answers in the stars. Continuing our exploration of the ancient world, let's turn our attention to the fascinating observatories of the Mayans. Deep in the heart of the Yucatan Peninsula, the Mayan city of Chichen Itza is home to the El Caracol, or the Snail, an observatory with a unique spiral staircase. This structure's round shape and carefully placed windows were designed to track the movements of Venus and other celestial bodies. The Mayans placed great importance on Venus, using its cycles to guide their calendar and rituals. Imagine the dedication required to construct such a site, blending architectural skill with astronomical insight. Speaking of architectural marvels, did you know that the ancient Persians also had a keen interest in the stars? The city of Persepolis, known for its grand palaces and intricate reliefs, featured structures aligned with significant celestial events such as the solstices. These alignments were likely intentional, reflecting the Persians' understanding of the cosmos and its influence on their culture. It's fascinating to consider how these alignments might have been used to orchestrate royal ceremonies in harmony with the heavens. Moving to the Andes, the Inca civilization's astronomical prowess is evident in the ruins of Machu Picchu. This remarkable site includes the Intihuatana, a ritual stone and ceremonial calendar which was precisely aligned with the sun's position during the equinoxes. The Incas believed this stone held the sun in place along its path. Can you imagine the awe that must have filled the air during those sacred ceremonies as the first rays of sunlight touched the stone? Now, let's drift over to the British Isles, where the prehistoric monument of Stonehenge remains one of the most iconic ancient observatories. Recent studies suggest that this megalithic structure may have been part of a much larger network of astronomical sites. The massive stones are aligned with the midsummer sunrise and midwinter sunset, serving not only as a calendar but as a gathering place for ancient communities. Picture the scene thousands of years ago when people gathered to witness these celestial events, marking the passage of time. In the vast deserts of Egypt, the Great Pyramids of Giza stand as both tombs and symbols of celestial alignment. The ancient Egyptians meticulously aligned the pyramids with the cardinal directions, and some theories suggest that the pyramids themselves represented stars in the constellation of Orion. This connection between architecture and astronomy highlights a deep-seated belief in the afterlife and the importance of the stars in guiding the departed. Imagine planning such monumental edifices to mirror the heavens, ensuring the pharaoh's journey through the stars. Traveling to the Far East again, the ancient city of Kyoto in Japan was designed with astronomical principles in mind. During the Heian period, the city's streets were laid out according to Chinese geomantic principles, aligning with the cardinal directions to harmonize earthly and celestial forces. This urban planning not only reflected the natural order, but also reinforced the emperor's divine right to rule. It's fascinating how the alignment of the city itself became an expression of cosmic order. In the Americas once more, the ancestral Puebloans of the American Southwest constructed structures like the Sun Dagger at Fajada Butte in Chaco Canyon. This intricate arrangement of rocks and petroglyphs marked the solstices and equinoxes with a beam of sunlight that pierced through the shadows. Such ingenuity shows a deep understanding of celestial cycles and a spiritual connection to the land. As the sun's rays moved across the petroglyph, one can only imagine the significance and wonder felt by those ancient observers. Shifting our gaze to the Indian subcontinent, the ancient city of Varanasi is known not only for its spiritual significance, but also for its astronomical importance. The city's layout is said to be aligned with astronomical phenomena, with certain temples oriented towards the sunrise on specific days of the year. This connection between the city's geography and the heavens underscores the cultural importance of astronomy in ancient India, blending spirituality with science. In northern Europe, the Vikings, renowned for their seafaring prowess, they constructed sun compasses and other tools to aid in their journeys across the seas. These instruments allowed them to determine their latitude and direction, even during the long daylight hours of summer. This ability to navigate using celestial bodies was a testament to their sophisticated understanding of astronomy and their reliance on the natural world. Returning to Africa, the ancient city of Nabta Playa, in what is now modern-day Egypt, features a stone circle older than Stonehenge. This site, submerged in the sands of the Nubian desert, was used to mark the summer solstice, providing insights into the lives and beliefs of the early inhabitants. The alignment of these stones with celestial events shows a remarkable awareness of the sky, adding another layer to our understanding of human history. Finally, let's revisit the ancient Greeks, whose fascination with astronomy led to the construction of the Antikythera mechanism. This intricate device, discovered in a shipwreck, is considered the first known analog computer used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance. The complexity of the gears and the precision of its calculation. Imagine the knowledge and skill required to create such a device centuries before modern technology. As we continue to uncover these ancient observatories, we are reminded of humanity's enduring quest to understand the universe, a pursuit that has shaped civilizations and cultures across the globe. Each of these sites, in its own way, connects us to our ancestors who looked up at the same stars and sought to uncover their mysteries. Let me share something intriguing about the ancient Maya, whose civilization was deeply intertwined with astronomy. One of their most remarkable achievements is the El Caracol Observatory at Chichen Itza, sometimes called the Temple of the Snail due to its spiral staircase. This structure was meticulously aligned to track Venus, one of the brightest objects in the sky. For the Maya, Venus was of immense importance, associated with their god of war. Tracking its movements helped dictate significant events such as battles and sacrifices. Imagine the precision required to align a building so perfectly with the movements of a celestial body across the sky. Speaking of ancient civilizations with a celestial focus, did you know that the ancient Chinese used enormous shadow-casting gnomons to measure the position of the sun? These towering structures, akin to giant sundials, allowed them to compute the solstices and equinoxes with remarkable accuracy. The Chinese were also among the first to record solar eclipses, understanding them as natural phenomena rather than omens. Their early observations laid the groundwork for an intricate calendar system, essential for agriculture and planning. Now, let's take a journey to Mesopotamia, where the ancient Babylonians developed sophisticated astronomical records. They meticulously documented the movements of the stars and planets over centuries, leading to the creation of the earliest known star catalogue. This extensive documentation provided a foundation for predictive models of planetary movements. Imagine unraveling the night sky's patterns without modern tools, relying solely on naked eye observations. From the sands of the Middle East, we travel to the ancient ruins of Petra in Jordan. This city, carved into rose-red cliffs, holds not just architectural wonders, but also celestial secrets. Some of its rock-cut facades align with the sun during solstices and equinoxes, suggesting a possible astronomical function. The Nabateans, skilled traders and builders, may have used these alignments to regulate their city's activities, blending their architectural prowess with a deep reverence for the cosmos. Here's a fascinating fact about the ancient Persians. They built a ziggurat called Choker Zambil in modern-day Iran, which served not just as a religious site, but also as an astronomical tool. Its stepped terraces were aligned with certain stars and constellations, which helped the priests determine the timing of religious festivals. This blend of science and spirituality underscores how closely intertwined these aspects were in ancient cultures. In the heart of South America, the mysterious Nazca lines etched into the desert of Peru continue to baffle researchers. These enormous geoglyphs, depicting animals in geometric shapes, are thought to have astronomical significance. Some researchers suggest that they align with certain celestial events, or serve as a gigantic calendar. Can you imagine the scale of coordination required to create such expansive artwork that could only be fully appreciated from the sky? Moving northward, the Mississippian culture of North America constructed the Cahokia Mounds, a vast complex that included an astronomical observatory known as Woodhenge. This circle of wooden posts was used to mark the solstices and equinoxes, guiding agricultural and ceremonial activities. The alignment of these posts with the sun's movements highlights the deep connection between the Mississippians and the celestial rhythms that govern their lives. Have you heard about the Jantar Mantar in India? These massive observatories, built by Maharaja Jai Singh II in the 18th century, feature oversized instruments designed to measure time and celestial events with incredible accuracy. The Samrat Yantra, for instance, is a giant sundial capable of telling time to within 2 seconds. The sheer scale and precision of these structures are a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of their creators. In the heart of the Islamic world, the Maraga Observatory in present-day Iran played a pivotal role in advancing astronomical knowledge during the 13th century. It housed a library, a workshop, and various instruments that allowed astronomers to compile extensive star catalogues. This observatory was instrumental in developing new methods for celestial observation, which influenced both Eastern and Western science for centuries to come. Now, let's turn to the ancient peoples of the British Isles once more, where lesser-known sites complement the grandeur of Stonehenge. The Callanish stones on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland are another example. These standing stones, arranged in a cross-shaped pattern, are believed to have served both ceremonial and astronomical purposes. Their alignment with the lunar cycle suggests a sophisticated understanding of the moon's rhythms. Crossing over to the Mediterranean, have you ever wondered about the ancient Greeks' contribution to celestial navigation? They developed the astrolabe, an ingenious instrument that allowed them to pinpoint their location using the stars. This tool revolutionized navigation, enabling mariners to explore and trade across the vast expanse of the seas with newfound confidence. In ancient Rome, the Pantheon stands not only as an architectural marvel, but also as a solar observatory. Its oculus lets in a beam of sunlight which moves across the interior walls, marking time and seasons. This fusion of art and science reflects the Romans' profound appreciation for both the aesthetic and practical applications of astronomy. Returning to Africa, the Great Zimbabwe ruins feature a conical tower and an adjacent platform thought to have been used for celestial observations. These structures, aligned with the points of the compass, suggest that the Shona people had a sophisticated understanding of the stars and their movements, which played a role in their agricultural and spiritual practices. To wrap up our journey, consider the ancient Polynesians, who perfected the art of celestial navigation without any instruments. Guided by the stars, they voyaged across the vast Pacific Ocean, settling islands scattered over thousands of kilometers. Their ability to read the night sky and understand the subtle changes in the heavens was a remarkable feat of observational prowess and cultural memory. As we reflect on these ancient observatories, it's clear that our ancestors were bound to the stars, seeking to understand their place in the universe. This timeless pursuit of knowledge, beyond the technical advances, speaks to a universal human desire to connect with the cosmos in profound and meaningful ways. In the ancient world, the desire to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos was as universal as it was profound. One intriguing example comes from the island of Rapa Nui, home to the iconic Moai statues of Easter Island. It's believed that these statues, which are mostly known for their enigmatic presence, might also have been aligned with celestial events such as solstices and lunar phases. This fascinating aspect suggests that the Rapa Nui people integrated their spiritual beliefs with a sophisticated understanding of celestial cycles. Let me share something interesting about the ancient Babylonians. They were among the first to develop a mathematical approach to astronomy, meticulously recording the movements of planets and stars. They used these records to predict future celestial events, such as eclipses, showcasing an impressive ability to foresee the cosmic dance of the heavens. This method laid the groundwork for later astronomical advances in other cultures. Speaking of mathematical brilliance, the Mayans constructed observatories like the one at Chichen Itza, which feature structures aligned with the sun's position during equinoxes. Their El Caracol Observatory is particularly noteworthy for its spiral structure, reminiscent of a snail shell, which was used to track the movements of Venus. The precision with which the Mayans could predict Venus's cycle is a testament to their deep astronomical knowledge. And here's something fascinating. In ancient China, the emperor considered himself the son of heaven and thus had a special interest in celestial phenomena. The Chinese built elaborate observatories to observe stars and planets, which were believed to influence the fate of the empire. One of the oldest known observatories, the Gaocheng Astronomical Observatory, was used to create an accurate calendar that was pivotal for agricultural and ceremonial purposes. Did you know that the ancient Incas constructed the Coricancha Temple in Cusco, Peru, not only as a place of worship but also as a solar observatory? Its walls were lined with sheets of gold to reflect sunlight, and certain windows were strategically placed to track the sun's movements at specific times of the year. This dual purpose of spiritual reverence and scientific observation highlights the Incas' sophisticated integration of astronomy into daily life. In southern England, beyond the more famous Stonehenge, lies Woodhenge, a lesser-known but equally fascinating site. It consists of a series of concentric circles made from wooden posts, which likely served similar purposes to its stone counterpart. The arrangement of these posts suggests they may have been used to track solar and lunar events, reflecting the builders' keen awareness of celestial cycles. Traveling to ancient Mesopotamia, the ziggurats served not only as religious temples, but also as early observatories. The ziggurat of Ur, for instance, is believed to have been used by priests to study the skies, with its tiered structure providing an elevated vantage point. This design was critical for observing the heavens, allowing these early astronomers to monitor the stars and planets with greater clarity. Can you imagine the ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians? They used the Great Pyramid of Giza as a means to observe stars. Its sides are aligned with the 4 cardinal points, and the descending passageway points to the north celestial pole. This alignment reveals the Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of celestial navigation and their ability to integrate it into monumental architecture. In the heart of the Arabian desert, the ancient Nabatean city of Madain Saleh, also known as Al-Hijr, features tombs and monuments that are thought to have astronomical significance. Some of these structures are aligned with the sun's path during equinoxes, indicating that the Nabateans might have used these markers to organize their calendar and agricultural activities. Speaking of ancient ingenuity, the Maori of New Zealand employed a system of celestial navigation that relied on the stars, ocean currents, and natural landmarks. This sophisticated method enabled them to voyage across vast oceanic distances without the need for instruments, reflecting an intimate knowledge of their environment and the stars that guided them. In the historical heart of Central Asia, the Ulugh Beg Observatory in Samarkand stands as a testament to the scientific achievements of the Timurid Empire. Built in the 15th century, it housed a massive sextant used to measure angles between celestial bodies. This observatory was pivotal in improving the accuracy of star catalogues, influencing both Islamic and European astronomy. The ancient Egyptians' use of the heliacal rising of the star Sirius to predict the flooding of the Nile is another captivating example of astronomical application. This annual event was crucial for agriculture, and the Egyptians developed a calendar based on it. Their ability to link the heavens with earthly rhythms underscores their sophisticated approach to understanding the universe. Have you ever wondered how the ancient Greeks managed to determine the Earth's circumference? Eratosthenes, a Greek scholar, used the angles of the sun's rays at different locations to calculate it with remarkable accuracy. His method relied on the principles of geometry and observation, highlighting the Greeks' advanced grasp of both mathematics and astronomy. Another captivating story comes from the indigenous peoples of North America, like the ancestral Puebloans, who constructed the sun dagger in Chaco Canyon. This arrangement of rock slabs channels sunlight onto a spiral petroglyph, marking the solstices and equinoxes. Such ingenuity demonstrates their deep connection with and understanding of the celestial cycles. Finally, imagine the great city of Tenochtitlan, capital of the Aztec Empire, where temples were aligned with the sun's movements. The Templo Mayor, in particular, had a design that allowed priests to predict seasonal changes, guiding agricultural cycles and religious festivals. This architectural alignment with celestial events reflects the Aztecs' deep reverence for the cosmos and their place within it. As we journey through these ancient sites and cultures, we find a shared thread of wonder and curiosity about the heavens above, a timeless pursuit that continues to inspire and connect us across the ages. Let me take you to the Highlands of Scotland, where the ancient site known as the Callanish Stones stands. Did you know that these stones are positioned to align with the moon's 18.6-year cycle? This alignment provides insight into the ancient builders' sophisticated understanding of lunar patterns, a feat that is remarkable given the simplicity of the tools they had at their disposal. Shifting our gaze across the globe, let's consider the Great Zimbabwe ruins. Among these mysterious remnants, the great enclosure features narrow passageways and towering stone walls that some researchers believe were used for astronomical purposes. The orientation of certain structures suggests they could have been used to track the movement of the sun and moon, hinting at a culture deeply intertwined with celestial events. In the stark and haunting landscape of the American Southwest, the Hoven-Weep National Monument reveals an intriguing blend of architecture and astronomy. The ancient towers and kivers were positioned to mark the solstices and equinoxes, using the play of light and shadow to track the passage of time. This integration of environment and celestial knowledge speaks to the resourcefulness and ingenuity of the builders. Venturing into the Indus Valley, the ancient city of Mohenjo-Daro showcases yet another example of early astronomical prowess. Some archaeological evidence suggests that structures within this vast urban center were aligned with the cardinal directions and possibly designed to track celestial bodies. This alignment underscores the civilization's sophisticated urban planning and their keen awareness of the skies. Have you ever heard of the Nabta Playa in Egypt? This prehistoric site predates the pyramids and features stone circles and alignments believed to be some of the oldest astronomical observatories in the world. These stones are thought to have been used to mark the summer solstice, a testament to the early development of astronomical knowledge in Africa. The ancient Khmer Empire, known for its magnificent monuments, also left us a legacy of celestial observation. The temple complex of Angkor Wat is aligned with the spring equinox, a fact that underscores the Khmer's integration of astronomical knowledge into their religious and cultural practices. This alignment not only reflects their architectural prowess, but also their deep connection to the celestial rhythms. Did you know that in ancient Japan, the Asuka village features stones that some suggest were used for astronomical observations? The Ishibutai Kofun, a megalithic tomb, has alignments that may have been used to observe celestial events. These structures reveal the cultural importance of astronomy in ancient Japan and its role in shaping societal rituals and traditions. Imagine the ingenuity of the Aboriginal Australians who, through oral traditions, passed down complex celestial knowledge over millennia. They used the night sky as a calendar, with constellations marking seasonal changes and guiding navigation. This oral astronomy is among the oldest continuous traditions in the world, illustrating a profound connection between people and the stars. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, the city of Babylon was renowned for its astronomical achievements. The Babylonians developed a highly accurate lunar calendar and calculated the motion of the planets with impressive precision. Their work laid the groundwork for future astronomical studies and influenced later cultures with their profound insights into celestial mechanics. Turning our attention to the ancient Celtic world, the site of Newgrange in Ireland is a marvel of astronomical alignment. Built over 5,000 years ago, this passage tomb is designed so that on the winter solstice, sunlight illuminates the inner chamber. This precise alignment reflects the Celts' deep understanding of solar cycles and their ability to incorporate this knowledge into spiritual practices. Consider the ancient Sumerians, who were among the first to document celestial events with a form of writing. Their cuneiform tablets contain some of the earliest records of eclipses, planetary motions, and other astronomical phenomena. This meticulous documentation marks a critical point in the history of astronomy, showcasing the Sumerians' pioneering spirit. In the Andes, the ancient city of Tiwanaku presents an intriguing example of astronomical precision. The Kalasasaya temple is oriented to the cardinal points and is thought to have been used to observe the solstices and equinoxes. This alignment demonstrates the Tiwanaku people's advanced knowledge of celestial patterns and their ability to harness this understanding in monumental architecture. The ancient Greeks, too, left a rich legacy of astronomical inquiry. At the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, the Omphalo stone was considered the center of the world. This site was not only a religious center but also a place where the Greeks studied celestial phenomena, reflecting their quest for knowledge and understanding. And let us not forget the ancient Polynesians, who navigated vast stretches of the Pacific Ocean using the stars. Their knowledge of celestial navigation was so advanced that they could voyage between islands over hundreds of kilometers without the aid of modern instruments. This ability highlights their deep connection to the cosmos and their remarkable ingenuity. Finally, in the lands of ancient Persia, the city of Persepolis reveals a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. The city's architectural elements are thought to align with important celestial events, such as the spring equinox. This alignment underscores the importance of astronomy in Persian culture and its role in shaping royal rituals and ceremonies. As we reflect on these remarkable achievements, it becomes clear that ancient observatories were not merely instruments for studying the stars. They were, in fact, powerful symbols of humanity's enduring quest to comprehend the universe and our place within it. This timeless pursuit of knowledge and connection to the cosmos continues to inspire us, reminding us of our shared heritage and the boundless possibilities that lie ahead. Speaking of humanity's enduring quest for cosmic understanding, let's delve into the remarkable observatories of ancient China. The ancient Chinese constructed some of the earliest and most sophisticated astronomical instruments. The observatory in Beijing, established during the Ming Dynasty, housed intricate armoury spheres, celestial globes, and sundials. These instruments reflect the Chinese scholars' meticulous efforts to map the heavens and understand celestial movements, a practice that influenced both their calendar and their agricultural practices. Have you ever imagined what it was like for the ancient Mayans, who were exceptional astronomers in their own right? The Temple of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza is a pyramid that demonstrates their advanced understanding of astronomy and architecture. During the equinoxes, the play of sunlight and shadow creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the pyramid's staircase. This masterful design symbolizes the Mayans' deep respect for celestial events and their integration into religious ceremonies. Now, let's journey to ancient India, where the city of Ujjain was a bustling center of astronomical study. Here, the great mathematician and astronomer Varahamihira made significant contributions to the field. His observatory, equipped with large sundials and other instruments, was pivotal in refining India's astronomical calculations. These developments in understanding planetary motions and eclipses continue to influence modern astronomy. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians, renowned for their pyramids, also developed sophisticated knowledge of the stars? They oriented the Great Pyramid of Giza so precisely that it aligns with the cardinal directions, a feat that would have required careful observation of the stars. This alignment not only served as a spiritual guide for the pharaoh's journey into the afterlife, but also as a testament to their astronomical expertise. Imagine the ancient Nabateans, whose city of Petra in modern-day Jordan reveals a surprising astronomical alignment. The monastery and other key structures are oriented to align with celestial events, such as the solstices. This practice shows the Nabateans' deep awareness of the sky and how it influenced their architectural choices, which served both practical and ceremonial purposes. Turning our gaze to the ancient city of Carthage in North Africa, we discover an intriguing blend of cultural and astronomical influences. The Punic city had structures that not only served as religious sites but also as early observatories. The alignments of these structures with key celestial events offer a glimpse into the Carthaginians' understanding of the heavens and how this knowledge was woven into their cultural fabric. Let me share something fascinating about the ancient Norse, who were adept navigators and observers of the sky. They used what is known as a sunstone to navigate during cloudy days, helping them locate the sun's position even when it was obscured. This innovative use of natural materials underscores their remarkable ingenuity in understanding and utilizing the celestial world for navigation. And have you ever considered the ancient Etruscans, who inhabited the Italian peninsula before the rise of Rome? They constructed circular temples with openings precisely aligned to capture light during specific celestial events. These alignments were likely used for both timekeeping and ritual purposes, highlighting the Etruscans' appreciation for the cyclical nature of the cosmos. In ancient Korea, the Chomsongdae Observatory stands as one of the oldest surviving observatories in the world. Built during the Silla dynasty, this stone tower's unique design reflects the highly developed astronomical knowledge of the time. Its structure, aligned with the cardinal directions, was used to observe stars and forecast seasonal changes, playing a crucial role in agrarian planning and governance. The ancient Incas, known for their vast empire in South America, also had an impressive grasp of astronomy. The Intihuatana stone found in Machu Picchu is believed to have been used as a solar clock to mark important agricultural periods. This alignment with the sun further illustrates how the Incas integrated astronomical knowledge into their everyday lives and agricultural practices. And here's something intriguing about the ancient Hawaiians, who developed a sophisticated system of star maps to navigate the vast Pacific Ocean. Their celestial navigation techniques, such as using the rising and setting stars to guide their way, facilitated long-distance travel and settlement across the islands. This skillful use of the stars was central to their identity and their connection to the natural world. Finally, consider the ancient Aztecs, whose capital, Tenochtitlan, was a city of great astronomical importance. The Templo Mayor was aligned with the cardinal directions and designed to observe the equinoxes and solstices. These alignments were integral to Aztec religious rituals and agricultural cycles, reflecting their deep reverence for the cosmos and its influence on their society. In this journey through time, we've uncovered the profound ingenuity and creativity of ancient cultures, each one leaving a legacy of astronomical knowledge that continues to inspire us today. As we gaze upon the night sky, let us remember the countless generations who looked up with wonder, striving to understand their place in the universe. Through their observatories, they have left us not only structures of stone, but also a timeless connection to the stars that continue to guide and fascinate us. Did you know that the ancient Greeks, famed for their contributions to philosophy and science, also had a unique way of observing the heavens? The Tower of the Winds in Athens, an octagonal structure, not only functioned as a timekeeping device, but also an early form of an astronomical observatory. Its design included 8 sundials and a weather vane at the top, offering insights into how the Greeks integrated their observations of the sky with their understanding of time and weather. This multifaceted approach highlights their ingenuity in blending different disciplines. Speaking of ingenious design, have you heard about the ancient Romans and their use of the Pantheon in Rome? This architectural masterpiece features a massive dome with an oculus at its center, allowing a beam of sunlight to illuminate various parts of the interior at different times of the year. These illuminations were likely used to mark special events and guide ceremonial activities, showcasing the Romans' sophisticated understanding of solar movements and their symbolic significance. Here's something you might find fascinating. The observatories of the ancient Persians, particularly those from the time of the Sassanid Empire. The city of Nishapur, known for its vibrant scholarly community, housed observatories that played a crucial role in advancing Persian astronomy. These observatories were instrumental in refining the calculations of the solar calendar and predicting celestial events, reflecting the Persians' deep commitment to understanding the cosmos. Another intriguing fact is the ancient Arab world's contribution to astronomy, especially during the Islamic Golden Age. The Maragah Observatory in present-day Iran was a major center of astronomical study. Equipped with a library containing thousands of manuscripts, it fostered the development of new astronomical instruments and techniques, influencing the course of astronomy for centuries. It's astounding to consider how this observatory served as a bridge between ancient and modern scientific thought. Did you know that even in the isolated regions of the Pacific, ancient Polynesians were remarkably adept at observing the sky? They created intricate star compasses, which they used alongside oral traditions to memorize star paths for navigation across the open ocean. This method enabled them to explore and settle islands over vast distances, demonstrating their exceptional understanding of celestial navigation long before the advent of modern instruments. In another part of the world, the Aboriginal Australians developed a rich tradition of astronomy, with the emu in the sky constellation being one of their celebrated observations. Unlike traditional constellations formed by connecting stars, this one is created by the dark patches of the Milky Way. Such unique interpretations reveal the deep cultural and spiritual significance that celestial phenomena held for these communities, integrating their knowledge of the skies with their storytelling and cultural practices. Have you ever considered how the ancient Babylonians, known for their pioneering work in mathematics and astronomy, constructed observatories to meticulously record celestial events? They created detailed star catalogues and developed the concept of the zodiac, which they used to predict eclipses and planetary movements. Their systematic approach laid the foundations for future astronomical studies and provided insights into their advanced understanding of the universe. Thinking about ancient Egypt again, the temple complex of Karnak stands out as another example of architectural alignment with celestial bodies. The great temple is oriented such that during the winter solstice, sunlight penetrates the sanctuary, illuminating the statue of the god Amun. This alignment underscores the Egyptians' emphasis on the harmony between their spiritual beliefs and the movements of the sun, which was central to their religious practices. Let me tell you about the intriguing observatories of the ancient Achaemenid Empire, which flourished in Persia. The city of Pasargadae, one of the empire's capitals, had structures aligned with celestial phenomena, such as the solstices. These alignments were not only architectural achievements, but also reflected the Achaemenids' desire to incorporate cosmic order into their governance and cultural identity. And here's an unexpected connection: the ancient Chinese and their use of feng shui, which involves aligning structures with celestial bodies. This practice is based on the belief that the orientation of buildings, such as temples and homes, affects harmony and balance. By aligning these structures with the stars, the Chinese sought to ensure prosperity and well-being, demonstrating their deep connection to the heavens. The ancient world of astronomy is full of surprises, such as the observatories of the ancient Mississippians in North America. The Cahokia Mounds, a sprawling complex near modern-day St. Louis, includes structures believed to have been used for astronomical observations. The circular arrangement of wooden posts, known as woodhenge, marked the sunrise and sunset at different times of the year, suggesting that these early inhabitants had a sophisticated understanding of the solar calendar. It's remarkable to consider the ingenuity of the ancient Olmecs in Mesoamerica, who are often credited with being one of the earliest civilizations in the region. They constructed large stone heads and other structures that were aligned with celestial events, likely serving both ceremonial and observational purposes. These alignments reflect their early achievements in astronomy and their role in influencing later civilizations like the Mayans and Aztecs. Have you ever wondered about the Celts, who inhabited various parts of Europe? They too had a deep understanding of the sky. Stone circles, such as those found in the British Isles, were aligned with the solstices and equinoxes, indicating their importance in Celtic culture for marking time and religious ceremonies. Although the exact uses of these sites remain a mystery, their alignment with celestial events suggests a sophisticated grasp of astronomy. Finally, let's turn our gaze to the ancient world of the Indus Valley civilization, known for its advanced urban planning and architecture. Although much about their celestial practices remains unknown due to the lack of deciphered writing, some archaeological evidence suggests they aligned certain structures with heavenly bodies. This implies that even in their early urban centers, there was a reverence for the cosmos and its influence on daily life. As we reflect on these remarkable observatories, it's awe-inspiring to see how ancient cultures around the world, from the Egyptians to the Celts, and from the Persians to the Polynesians, looked up at the same sky and drew different meanings and insights. Their observatories were not just scientific instruments, but were woven into the very fabric of their societies, guiding their spiritual and practical lives. Through these ancient insights, we are reminded of our enduring quest to understand the universe and our place within it.